easy. Now look. Chris, you don't have anything to prove. You're the owner of this station.
The only thing I'm trying to prove is that I'm not afraid to pitch in and carry my own weight around here.
I know you. This is some sort of women are superior to men thing, right?
No, this is common sense is superior to blind frenzy thing.
Thanks.
You can never keep a cool head.
Look, I don't want to start things off on the wrong foot. So just so we understand each other, I have no intention of letting our past relationship interfere with our professional one.
You had no intention of letting our past relationship interfere with anything. That's why it's our past relationship.
It's not fair.
You're right, it's not. That was a pretty low blow, and I apologize. But I've been carrying a lot of anger around with me ever since you left me standing there on Venice Beach with my jaw in the sand.
Chris, that was a long time ago.
You know when they say time heals all wounds? Don't you believe it? But, as you say, I have no intention of letting our past relationship interfere with our professional relationship.
So how have you been? The last I heard, you were getting married to some independent filmmaker?
Documentary filmmaker. He and I split up about 2 years ago. He was more interested in chasing caribou around the Alaskan wilderness than any other type of meaningful relationship. Boy, I can really pick him, can't I?
You kept his last name, I see. Longley?
I'm not denying the marriage ever happened. It was just time to move on, that's all.
Well, you must have taken him to the cleaners and divorce court if you can afford to buy your own television station.
Good old Steve, always assuming that any success a woman achieves has to have been handed her by, well, a estranged husband, rich father, or a grateful lover.
I'm sorry.
Look, every penny I used to buy this station, I earned by my own hands and my brains. And it didn't come cheaply either, let me tell you. I had to stash away every penny I could, slaving away at the damn network, putting up with countless lewd remarks and lecturous glances from the oversexed morons who thought it would keep me in my place. And the only thing that kept me going was knowing that someday I was going to ditch the network dribble and run my own station, no matter how small. And I'm not about to let another man spoil my dream now that it's finally a reality.
Hey, easy, Chris. Now, which one of us is losing their cool? I'm not trying to spoil anything. I didn't take this crummy job just to spoil your dream. Will somebody please answer the phone?
Did you just say crummy job?
What?
You just said I didn't take this crummy job to spoil your dream.
No, I didn't.
What are you doing here anyway? Last time I heard from you, you were on your way to being a big shot network executive in L.A.
L.A. wasn't for me. I didn't like the lifestyle.
Don't lie to me, Steve. I know you too well. We were engaged to be married, remember? It took a 6-figure offer from the network to pull you away from me, so it had to be something pretty big to pull you away from the network.
Sometimes it's not your decision.
What happened?
I'd rather not talk about it.
The boss didn't catch you with his wife, did he?
No.
Catch you with his boyfriend?
Of course not.
It's okay. You don't have to tell me.
I mean, you understand, don't you? I mean, sometimes life is so unfair.
Tell me about it.
I mean, something as simple as being in the wrong place at the wrong time, or even the right place at the wrong time, or...
I hear you.
Oh, I should have listened. God, I should have listened when they told me to stay away from Kimbrel, that he was bad news.
Kimbrel?
I mean, I didn't have anything to do with that Charlie's Angels, The Next Generation, and he tries to pin the whole fiasco on me when it's a flop. I mean, he tries to. Yeah. He made me look like an idiot. All right, I mean, after that disaster was over with, I was lucky to find this job. I mean, fortunately, this dump was... Hey... I wasn't supposed to... How do you do that?
Well, you just gotta know the right buttons to push, and after 5.5 years, I still have yours memorized. So, you got kicked off the network, huh? The man who was going to change the face of television?
Yeah, I got kicked out, all right. Nobody would touch me after that. I was lucky to find this dump. But you can't tell anyone, promise. I mean, they think I was hired because I was some genius from the network that was going to turn this place around and make them all shining examples of how independent television was alive and well and viable in this modern day market. I mean, some genius I turned out to be. God, I'm lucky to keep the station on the air.
Hey, I believed in you before, and I still do. We screwed up as partners in love, but who's to say we can't hit it off as partners in business? We can only try. I'm not promising you overnight success or even success at all. But who knows, when you add my business savvy to your creative instincts, together we're gonna make the viewers of this little town stand up and say, I wonder what's on the network.
Now do this.
Get out! Get here! Yes, sir.
You better put a star on her.
Well, which is
Good luck.
lucky, because if I thought you sucked, they would have said, don't bother putting that under.
I'm ready for my close-up now. Okay. Okay. Thank you. All right, maybe we can work on setting goals next week. But be thinking where you'd like to see yourselves in the station in 6 months' time. I guess what I really want to say is that, well, this town, I've never been here before yesterday, and in this town, this whole area is different from the big city, from any place I've ever been. There's a certain feeling in the air, like people genuinely care. Like you walk down the street and actually can say hello to a perfect stranger. You can't find that in the big city. And you know what? It's those big city people that are calling shots at the network. We don't have to deal with that crap here. Lucas Ignacio deserves better than anything the big networks can ever possibly hope to give. And that's community spirit. We're here for them as a creative outlet, as a source of information. I don't expect to be able to compete with the networks. They've got big money backing up their program, and we can at least give the people of San Luis Ignacio County something that they can turn to and know that it's there for them. Now, perhaps we can set aside our own perceptions of how this station should be run and work together to create the best damn station we can.
Yeah!
And that's what Pat says. No, I'm kidding.
No, you just do whatever they tell you. That's how you get it. We're going to look this way, What do you say, Conrad?
Clifton? Excuse me?
You Clifton.
Oh, God. I can't do that. Arr. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Hello out there. Welcome to Ignacio College Football. I'm your host, Clifton Lloyd, and I'll be bringing you play-by-play from tip-off to the final whistle here at the Ignacio College. Warthogs take on the Musketeers at the University of West Lincoln. The Warthogs have just come back from a rather lengthy road trip where they won 2 games and lost 3. But Coach Frank Willis feels confident on this match up with West Lincoln, whose record is 3-7 for the season. We'll be running through the starting lineup in just a minute here, but first we'll take a quick break coming up in just about 8 minutes. Anyway, the Warthogs look really snazzy in their white and purple uniforms, while the Musketeers are wearing gold and green. Aye, but those Warthogs just can't wait to get in there and add a little red to them pretty boys' uniforms, I tell you. Wow, Captain Cartoon, it's great to have you along with us tonight. The pleasure's mine, lad. Now let me tell you, this game is underway. The tide waits for no man, and I feel the tide a-tuggin'. Certainly, Captain. I am just about to announce the starting lineup for tonight's game. I see we have sophomore Todd Reeves, number 15, for Ignacio College, and a fine lad he is. A strapping yardsman we'd make, but he's so tall, perhaps he'd be a 3-yardsman. Get it, lad? Yes, I did get it, Captain. 3 yards. Who's the sharp-looking sailor, number 47? That's Junior... Oh, that's... Got carried away. That's Junior Roy Brooks, the team captain. He'll be the captain, I say. A fine captain he be, too. I like the cut of his jib. What do you want to...
Very bottom of the page. Steve's line, sorry about that, we'll pick it up from there. And the next line says, it says meeting, but it's supposed to be Chris.
Sorry about that.
Did you just say crummy job?
No, I didn't.
What? You just said I didn't take this crummy job to spoil your dream.
LA wasn't waiting for me. I didn't like the lifestyle.
No, that's really That's okay. I'm like, what?
No, I didn't.
What are you doing here anyway? Last time I heard from you, you were on your way to being a big shot network executive in LA.
LA wasn't waiting for me. I didn't like the lifestyle.
Don't lie to me, Steve. I know you too well. We were engaged to be married, remember? It took a six-figure offer from the network to pull you away from me. It had to be something pretty big to pull you away from the network.
Sometimes it's not your decision.
What happened?
I'd rather not talk about it.
The boss didn't catch you with his wife, did he?
No.
Catch you with his boyfriend?
You understand, don't you? I mean, sometimes life is so unfair.
Tell me about it.
Some things as simple as being in the wrong place at the wrong time, or even the right place at the wrong time.
I hear you.
I should have listened. I should have listened when they told me to stay away from Kimberly, that he was bad news.
Kimbrough.
Oh, Kimberly. Yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
I mean, I don't have anything to do with this. Charlie's Angels, the next generation project. And he tries to pin the hole. Fasco on me. I said that. When it's a flop, tries to ha. He made me look like an idiot, all right? After that disaster was over, I was lucky to find the job. Fortunately, this dump was. Hey, I wasn't supposed to. How do you do that?
You just gotta know the right buttons to push.
Okay.
Maybe some acting, huh?
Two.
Some grammar. All right, buddy.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Good to meet you. So let's start with B17.
17?
Yeah. Very senior reading. B17, toward the bottom there, sorry.
Sorry about that? Okay. Sorry about that.
Did you just say crummy job?
What?
You just said I didn't take this crummy job to spoil your dream.
No, I didn't.
What are you doing here anyway? Last time I heard from you, you were on your way to being a big shot network executive in LA.
LA wasn't for me. I didn't like the lifestyle.
Don't lie to me, Steve. I know you too well. We were engaged to be married, remember? It took a six-figure offer from the network to pull you away from me. It had to be something pretty big to pull you away from the network.
Sometimes it's not your decision.
What happened?
I'd rather not talk about it.
The boss didn't catch you with his wife, did he?
No.
Catch you with his boyfriend?
No? Of course not.
It's okay. You don't have to tell me.
But you understand, don't you? I mean, sometimes life is so unfair.
Tell me about it.
Something as simple as being in the wrong place at the wrong time, or even being in the right place at the wrong time.
I hear you.
I should have listened. I should have listened when they told me to stay away from Kimbrough. That Kimbrough was bad news.
Kimbrough.
I mean, I didn't have anything to do with that Charlie's Angels, the next generation thing. But as soon as the whole fiasco was a flop, he tried to pin it on me. He tries too hard. He made me look like an idiot, all right. I was lucky to get this job after that disaster. But anyway, luckily this dump... Hey, I wasn't supposed to... How do you do that?
You just got to know the right buttons to push, and after 5.5 years, I still have yours memorized. So, you got kicked off the network, huh? The man who's gonna pay for television.
Get off the base. Get out! Go home.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were something else.
You're done.
Oh, hey, I see you.
How tall are you?
5'8.5"?
You play shorter or taller than you?
Oh, definitely. Here, Will, put on your hat. Marty's going to surprise Nadine with a cake for her birthday. It's huge! And he's put about 1,000 candles on it.
I'll be right there.
Hurry! I'm here.
Hi, Will. Nice hat. Where's everybody?
Oh, it's Nadine's birthday. Marty brought me a cake. It's supposed to be a surprise.
You're kidding. The only thing Nadine hates more than her birthday is being surprised on her birthday.
Well, if I understand correctly, Marty thinks it's going to be funny. How do you think she's going to take it?
Surprise!
Oh, boy.
Not well.
If you found the post office in Morro Bay, you found Lorraine's Beauty Salon.
That's where you'll find a full range of hair care services, including perms, color, and precision haircuts. With over 20 years in the business, I offer expert corrective coloring and will choose the perfect color just for you.
Lorraine's Beauty Salon is open Wednesday through Saturday from 9 to 5. Allow Lorraine to serve you by appointment or on a walk-in basis as time permits. Call 772-3698 or stop by anytime.
I'm Rick Martell, and this is
Chef Stephanie Ball.
And Chef Steph is going to be doing a show every week on Rick at Night.
We'll be preparing a recipe each week, and you can follow along and be able to prepare this recipe at home.
It's going to be so much fun. Dress is optional. Join us every week on Rick at Night at 7 o'clock for
Chef Steph.
We'll see you then. Good eating.
Marty, I see you brought in some cake today. Maybe next time you could save me some.
Help yourself.
You know what I wished for, Marty? I wished for us to have a productive day together because I'm going with you on your sales calls today. Marty.
Yo, boss.
I'm going with you today.
Right.
Marty, I'm serious. I need to start meeting our advertisers.
You can't come along today. How's about tomorrow?
No good. I've cleared my schedule for you today.
Today's not a good day. It's Monday, and I need some time to get into the Marty zone after the weekend. Monday is that day.
It's okay, Marty. You don't have to be on. Just be my tour guide. Besides, I think it's about time you and I got to know each other a little better.
Get to know each other?
I don't think so. I mean, work together. You're our money man, Marty. You sell what we do. We have the best TV advertising value in this market. But of course, you know all that. You're an old pro. Maybe you could show me a thing or two about a thing or two out there.
Chris, no offense, but I am a lone wolf. I sell alone.
Lone wolf? How many contracts have we lost since I've gotten here?
A few.
How many?
Just a couple.
How many?
1, 2, 12.
12? Why?
Hey, it's not me. People don't know you. They don't know what to expect. You're not the first person to swoop in from out of town and buy a TV station.
That's why I need to go with you today, Marty, so they can start to get to know me. Be ready to leave in 5 minutes. Oh, and by the way, just to keep the lone wolf hungry, why don't we get you going on straight commission?
Chris, I haven't done that in 12 years. You think our advertisers can support both me and us? I know they can't.
Maybe so. Maybe you'll just have to start making cold calls and following up on new leads after we get through visiting our old accounts.
Chris, that isn't fair.
Fair?
Yeah, It's Monday.
Marty, we're all good at what we do here. And we're all making sacrifices. We're only going to get through this because we love what we do.
Chris, honey, bang the drum, wave the flag, but don't ever try to get me to do anything talking about love unless you want to get me to throw up.
Marty, we're all cutting back for the startup. It's only temporary. Everybody has to be motivated to do their best and better. Now, if you don't think you can handle that, well, I'll be more than happy to write you up a nice letter of reference to help you on to your next job. Of course, Marty, we would love for you to stay.
Oh, Marty, yeah. Because we just love you.
I love you too, Marty. Is there more cake? Thanks.
Yuck. Here.
Thanks, Marty. There's more cake.
Why don't you go make a few calls and we'll hit the streets?
I'll get that. Yellow, KSLI. Robert who? Oh, Tommy John. Indian rugs, right? You want to sponsor a show? Do you mean the whole thing? Not just a couple of commercials? Yes? Oh, what kind of show? Who? Yeah, sure. Send him on over. What time do you want me to be there? Oh, is it okay if our station owner, Chris Longley, comes along? Great. We'll see ya. I am in the zone, baby. And it's still Monday. I just sold a full hour weekly show, full ride sponsor.
He called us, Marty.
So?
What kind of show?
Who cares? He's sending this kid over to show us his shtick. Let's get going. We can take my car, and then I'll meet you outside. I've got a quick phone call to make before our first visit. Hey, Will! Got a kid named Mike coming over to work up a new show. Give him the red carpet, green light treatment. It's all paid for. Yo, Strocky. Yeah, about that round of golf today, we're gonna have to put it off. Yeah, the new station owner's babysitting me today. Yeah, she's tearing me up. Hey, suppose you could put on a show for her? I really need to show her who sells around here. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yes?
I'm a friend of Robert Tommy John. He sent me here to talk about a show.
I'm Will. This is Winfield. Go on.
Oh, well, I want the music to be...
Not yet. Try simpler. Go on.
We could take callers from on top of mountains with great panoramic views.
Too difficult. Try basic. Go on.
I was hoping...
Hold it. Don't go on. Winfield, finish setting up, and then we can shoot. Hey, Mikey, now take a look around here. We don't have all those expensive packages of trite expression. We shoot right here with that. Now we have to back up a little bit. Tell me what your show's about.
Wow, I've never talked to anybody about my dreams before.
I tried to tell Pop about this dream that I once had about him, an octopus, and a bicycle. He didn't want to hear it, though.
Mike, step up here. Up here. And have a seat. Now, tell me what you see.
That's me.
That's right. Now, tell me what you do on your show on that screen.
Well, I can juggle. I can read some things that I've written. Oh, excuse me, co-written. I can do some magic tricks, work out some bits. Oh, but I can't sing. I don't have to sing, do I?
I can sing for you. I know how to sing.
What's your show called?
Good Vibrations, with Mike and friend.
Oh, I like it. Has a nice ring. Who's your friend?
Who's my friend?
Uh-huh, who's your friend?
Well, he's my friend, my partner.
Well, when do we get to meet him?
Well, he's standing right there, next to me.
Oh, okay. So on your show, you pretend to have this imaginary friend. I like it.
I'm not pretending. He's real.
Three seconds left. Strucky shoots. He scores! Marty, how you doing, my friend?
Great. You? How's the old Struckmeister?
Fine. And who's this beautiful gal?
I'm Chris Longley, new owner of KSLI.
Marty, you didn't tell me she was a lady.
I'm not. I'm a woman.
A woman? What's the difference?
She wanted to ride along with me today and meet you. She's new in town and just loves it here. I told her you were one of the few fifth-generation natives. Mr. Tim's great-great-grandfather was one of the original settlers here, after the real natives and Franciscans, of course. He killed an 8-foot?
10-foot.
Thank you. 10-foot grizzly bear with a hunting knife, right outside here, under where the flagpole is.
Mm-hmm. And all he lost was his left ear, his left arm, and his leg. His left leg.
Hey, he was all right then. Anyhow, I told her that she just had to meet you. She wants her station to share some of the local history stories, just like that one. Most people here think you just sell cars. Oh, and of course that great shot in the '83 championship game. Who could ever forget that one?
You heard about the shot?
Oh, I think Marty told me about it on the way here. That must have been great.
It was. Go ahead. Tell her what it was like to be Strucky Tim in the final 8 seconds of that game.
Oh, no, that's not necessary. We came here to talk business.
Well, that's what we're doing, darling. Talking business. Come on, Toots. Let's arm wrestle.
Excuse me?
Well, my granddaddy had this thing that he would test his business associates with a wrestling match, but since the grizzly, all he could do was arm wrestle.
He struck after the bear. He was all right then.
All right. Come on, give it your best shot. You look like you can hold your own. Come on, give it a whirl. Marty, count us off.
Ready, set, go!
Come on, Strucky, you let me win. I want a rematch.
You do? Where'd you find her? She's great. You're a spitfire.
Come on, Strucky.
All right, let's get down to business about my ad.
No, Mr. Tim, you let up on me. I want a rematch.
Come on, Chris, sit back and relax a little.
Mr. Tim, you wanted me to arm wrestle you to prove my womanhood. Well, if I have to arm wrestle you, then you have to arm wrestle me back. Just like any man who walks to the door that first time. Just like Marty here. So now I want you to get down here and give it your all this time.
Yeah, I am so sorry, Strucky.
Sorry, she's great. Chris, you're a bulldog. My granddaddy would have tried to snatch you right up. In fact, all of his wives are just like you. Now, let's get down to business about my ad.
All right, then. About your ad. What a patronizing bastard.
Chris, you almost ripped off his arm.
Don't give me that. You brought me here on purpose.
Chris, that's just a little too paranoid for me. You women have an intuition. Us men have to rely on dumb luck and charm.
He went easy on me.
If either of you had gone any more, we'd be picking his arm up off the floor.
Right, a big guy like that? I could feel it. He let up on me.
Relax, Chris. He was just testing you, trying to see if you were able to mingle with the locals.
Marty, I'm not like you. I don't have to lie and suck up for a living, and I don't have to set up elaborate games to see who people really are.
Chris, you really don't know what's going on here, do you? It's like a dance.
Dance, Marty? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Am I supposed to follow the man's lead, laugh at all his bad jokes? Oh, that's so funny. What is that toots and darling thing about anyway? And what kind of a rock does he live under?
Actually, he lives in a really nice house.
Marty,
You just gotta...
I didn't have to dance to get the station, and I see no reason to start dancing now.
Chris, you asked to come along today, and I can see the value in it. But if you don't know how to play my game, then you're just gonna have to watch it from the stands. Now, I don't understand how you did business where you came from, but I do know sales. You lost it in there and almost cost me a nice commission. So, let it go, okay?
Okay, Marty. No more dancing?
Sure. We made the sale.
Oh, and before we go,
Yeah?
let's arm wrestle.
I'm not pretending, he's real.
Chili Peppers proudly announces the opening of their new Copacabana restaurant for everyone who's tired of monkeying around with the same old mealtime routine. Tired of having to foot a large bill? Chili Peppers' new Copacabana features traditional Mexican food with some delicious modern twists without putting a squeeze on your wallet. Chili Peppers, Copacabana at 1009 Monterey Street, across from the courthouse in San Luis Obispo. See you later.
Hi, I'm Mark Burns. We've just finished filming another edition of Sessions right here at the Alpha Video Studios in San Luis Obispo. And I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in to Sonic Cable Channel 6 each Monday at 8 p.m. and again on Thursdays at 8 p.m. to watch Sessions. I've had so many great comments from all of you out there, and I just want to let you know we're going to keep the ball rolling. I'm having a ton of fun doing this, and so just please join us, won't you?
Hunt faster!
Oh, yeah, there it is. Look, there it is, right there.
What, Eddie? I don't see nothing.
That's my finger, pretty. Out there where it points. Yeah, that's there.
There! I see it, Eddie. There it is.
We're gonna do it.
It's my turn to shoot. It's my turn to shoot, Eddie.
All right, she's getting away. Come on now. Oh, yeah, come on now. All right. Keep your foot on the floor, Freddie. We got a short bird going on. All right.
This week on Hunt Faster, we're on Fangtooth Board at 60 miles an hour near mile marker 27 on Scenic Highway 71. Later in the show, we'll visit our friend Nestor down in Baja. We'll check out his helmet and target system and his diesel blazing Toyota pickup. He'll show us how the Hunter Racer can finish the Baja 500 and still enjoy a good barbecue after. This week on Hunt Faster. Woo! Oh, damn.
Good afternoon, KSLI TV, where close is good. This is Nadine. Can I help? Ha 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 ha. No, sir, Nadine. No, Nadine with an N, like in Nancy. No, sir, not Nancy, Nadine. Sir, what did you call for? Oh, can your son read? He can? Well then, sir, either he or you should have been able to see those big letters that said, "Do not do this." You didn't. Well, sir, the car wasn't even moving. Didn't you see Jim's head out the back window bouncing the car up and down? You didn't. No, sir, I am not secretly suggesting that your son steal your Subaru and shoot your setter as he speeds down the street. No, we are simply trying to entertain you and your family. No, sir, not just your family, but anybody who tunes in. Well, sir, thank you for calling. Remember, we only put the shows on. You're free to draw your own conclusions. Well, enjoy Hunt Faster, because we here at KSLI thoroughly enjoy bringing it to you. Yes, sir. Thank you. Bye now.
Oh, Chris, what are you trying to do to me?
Okay, for the third time. What's the name of your imaginary friend?
Why? Why do you want to know?
Then tell me what he does, how he helps you up there on the
He
stage.
keeps me company. He makes the whole situation a bit more palatable.
I don't have any questions per se, but I do want to know, do you recognize my voice yet?
You've been asking me that for the last hour. Your voice makes my sweat crawl.
Oh, good.
Is he animal, vegetable, or mineral?
If I can help you out with the first question, the answer is, I can't tell you, he's not the last two.
What does that mean?
Come on, Mikey, we don't have time for this. We're professionals here and we know what we're doing, so it's not wise to resist. We know how to build shows that make people want to watch. Now we're going to do your show, but you got to get rid of this invisible guy. If we can't see him, we can't show him. And if we can't show it, then people can't see it. And if you don't want to look nuts around here, you got to stop talking to him.
All right, all right. His name is Furzan O'Plenty, the sea otter. You win, you win. Except for you. You at least need a question for proper interrogation. Furzan, I'm sorry. I did what I can do. I know you have your dreams too, but they just can't see them. You can still write, maybe try directing. But you can't act with me, Furzan. You just can't act with me.
If your friend is here, I'd like to try talking to... I can't see you, Furzan, but I wish I could.
He says thanks.
Hey, do you know my voice?
That's better, but you still annoy me.
Okay, well, look, you don't have to start crying just because Will turned down the lights and freaked you out. He's just misunderstood. Man, I know the turtleneck alone had me scared for the first 2 weeks I knew him.
You're right. You still annoy me. But you're right.
Well, yeah, I didn't want to scare you. I just thought we needed a focus session to key in on what works and what doesn't work. To recap, A, you have to be able to see it, or B, you have to be able to hear it. That's all. After that, the sky's the limit. Except you got to pay for the lantern. Oh, and I do confess, I was wondering what his name was.
Me too.
Okay, let's make some television.
Yeah,
let's.
Is there a chair I could,
Hello, I'm Robert Tommy Jean.
Hello, I'm Chris Longley, owner of KSLI, and this is Marty Pitstein, our VP of Sales and Marketing. Marty!
It's all right.
Wow, where did you grow up?
Right here. Mike is okay, I take it?
Oh, yes, I called the studio on our way here. I understand he's doing very well.
How is his friend?
I didn't hear anything about a friend.
Good. Mike is my lady friend's boy, and I care deeply about
Tommy John. Is that your real name?
I understand he's quite gifted, although I haven't been able to see him myself.
He is, as you say, gifted. I was not born Tommy Jean, but it sells more rugs than Wilson.
Must upset your folks.
They, too, thought I had forgotten where I was from, until I bought them a house. You're here to talk about the sponsorship of Mike's show?
Well, yes, Mr. Tommy John.
Mr. Tommy John, where's your desk?
I'm sitting at it. How much is this going to cost, really?
Well, I haven't done any pre-production estimates.
Well, you put on quite a show here, don't you?
Excuse me. Marty, will you please sit down? We have work to do. I am so sorry.
I have but one request. I would want his mother to be proud of her boy, so Please, don't make him look like a common fool. Of course, that would be the lazy thing to do.
Of course, Mr. Tommy John. When can we come to shoot your commercials?
We can talk about that some other time. My rugs practically sell themselves on that computer over there. You must help Mike look deep within himself to find his show.
Don't watch much TV, do you, Robert?
No, I haven't had one in 14 years now.
Wow, no TV for 14 years?
The show must be an expression of his inner essence.
He really doesn't watch TV. He thinks we have smell-o-vision.
I do have a checkbook, though. And now, I'm going to give you some money. Well, not you. Your owner here. I just need to know that you're going to do everything to have Mike look his very best.
Absolutely, Mr. Tommy John.
Just make his mother proud.
Mr. Tommy John.
Call me Robert.
Robert, this is a blank check.
I know. I trust your absolute discretion.
We've only just met. Robert, thank you. Marty and I will go back to the studio right now to see that Mike is doing well.
Very well. Now, you must excuse me. I have an important meeting in just a few minutes. If you will show yourselves out.
Absolutely. And Robert, thank you.
Oh, Robert, you gotta stand up once in a while. My foot fell asleep and I just sat down.
Looking at sneak peek on the inside. The horses are rounding the near corner, and it's a light egress by half a length. Hand delivery, Grassy Knoll, Sidonia Sunset, and Pot of Honey. Temptation is at the back of the pack, but still riding strong with 5 furlongs left to go in this fifth race here at Ups and Downs.
So, Robert, who do you like in the fifth?
Sidonia Sunset or Grassy Knoll at the line for a photo finish.
Oh, good horses. If you want to make glue.
Oh, by the way, I think we've got Mikey out of our hair for a while. He's made some new friends in entertainment.
Robert, my boy's gonna be into movies?
I think we're finally going to have some quality time together.
Robert, you're beautiful. Let me give you a hug.
Don't.
We'll be right back after these messages.
You got stuff, lots of stuff. Stuff you never wear, stuff you never use. College stuff, high school stuff, plug-in stuff, wind-up stuff, kid stuff, stuff coming out of stuff. Hey, who needs all that stuff?
Oh, hello! Professor Seymour Fauna here, inviting you to join me and the rest of the animal trackers for a very special event. Come and meet Dave, Anita, myself, and all sorts of fascinating animals. Saturday, May 23rd from 10:30 to noon at Chili Peppers, Copacabana, 1009 Monterey Street in San Luis Obispo. That's Meet the Animal Trackers, Saturday, May 23rd, and we'll see you at the Copacabana.
Is this the guy with the new show?
Yeah, his name's Mike. He has an invisible friend.
Imaginary.
And now a poem by the ambiguous poet Furzano Plenty. Yes, I've been to university. I've walked among university. Learned lecturers, lecherously poised to extinguish my fire.
What do you mean imaginary?
Invisible.
Well, from what I can tell, he sincerely sees and hears his imaginary friend. I sense he's a bit out of touch with reality.
Yeah, you'd really have to be a little nuts to see imaginary people.
Ahoy there! Who's the guy with the otter?
A prepaid legal service plan offers quality legal protection for just $25 a month. Tune in to Rick at Night May 25th or call your local independent associate office at 773-5515 for more information.
Hello, you've reached the answering machine of Steve Sullivan. I'm either out right now or sitting here feeling awful about not wanting to talk to you. Leave me your message after the beep.
Hi, Steve. It's Nadine. You're probably not home yet. Look, I just wanted to warn you, Winfield gave Jay Callis your telephone number. Thought he was helping me out. Well, if you're lucky, he'll lose it, and he won't call you. Bye.
Hey, Steve-O, Jay Callis. I talked that Seacrest kid into giving me your phone number. I told him I was your doctor and that you only had 2 weeks to live. Pretty funny, huh? Anyway, why don't you come down to the Habanero for happy hour so you can congratulate me on this month's numbers. Come down, Steve-O. I mean it.
Steve? Hello, Steve? Oh my gosh. Steve, are you okay? Hold on. Somebody! Steve needs help! Oh, nobody's here. Okay, Steve. I'll be right over. I'll help you.
Yo, Steve-O, if you're at the Habanero tonight, I might run into you. I'll be looking for you.
Yeah, Steve, it's Will. Turn on your set and check out the new border for the graphic. Never mind. We'll talk on Monday. Bye.
Steve, this is Chris. This month's numbers went in the right direction, thanks. Oh, Jan Chrisman called the station. I've never met her. Do you know what it could be about? Call me, bye. I know, work.
Steve! Steve, are you all right? It's me, Winfield. Are you okay? Hold on, I'll save you. Hi.
Black Pearl Coffee House, 230 Pomeroy in downtown Pismo. Featuring fresh pastries, gourmet coffees and teas, by the glass, by the pound. Black Pearl, what a coffee house should be.
If you found the post office in Morro Bay, you found Lorraine's Beauty Salon.
That's where you'll find a full range of hair care services, including perms, color, and precision haircuts. With over 20 years in the business, I offer expert corrective coloring and will choose the perfect color just for you.
Lorraine's Beauty Salon is open Wednesday through Saturday from 9 to 5. Allow Lorraine to serve you by appointment or on a walk-in basis as time permits. Call 772-3698 or stop by anytime.
The irresistible combination of fresh steaks and seafood and a spectacular ocean view awaits you at the American Grill. Dine al fresco in our beautiful garden, our best-kept secret. The American Grill, 78 North Ocean Avenue in Cayucas.
Hey, Bobby.
Hey, Steve. Usual?
Yeah. Have you seen Jay?
You mean small town bigwig, large mouth, pseudo badass Jay?
I don't know. Goatee stroking, head bobbing blowhard, he's always on?
Mr. Big Hat No Cattle, nickel tipping. Hasselhoff wannabe Jay.
Maybe. Tall guy, smiles and points a lot?
Always talks about himself.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, he's sitting right over there.
Oh, great. Hey, run me a tab?
Yeah, no problem.
So she asked me at lunch on the last day of school if I wanted to be her boyfriend.
Hold on. Steve-O! This is Don Jacoby, the new station manager down at KLTN.
Oh, right. The local origination Spanish-speaking station. Buenas noches, ¿cómo está?
What?
He doesn't speak Spanish or understand it. But you got here just in time. Don here was about to tell us his pathetic first girlfriend story.
Well, I can't wait to hear that.
Oh, by the way, Steve, nice bump in your numbers.
Hey, thanks. We'll be pretty close to number 2 soon, so you better watch out.
Boys, this isn't about your numbers. This is about my numbers. And I'm already number 1. And our numbers took the biggest jump of all.
Not percentage-wise.
Steve-O, you know math. Now, for every new viewer who tunes into you in Independent Land, how many viewers have to tune into me to get the same bump in the numbers? Percentage-wise.
A lot, Jay.
To say the least. I see, Don, old Steve here isn't as slow as his numbers make him seem.
Okay, Jay, you're number 1 again. Go ahead, Don. Finish your story, please.
Okay, so I'm in 5th grade, and she asked me if I wanted to be her boyfriend. I was in heaven. But it was the last day of school, and we really didn't live that close to each other, so I didn't see her all summer long. But I was happy because I had a girlfriend. Anyway, first day back at school, I couldn't wait to see her, and she breaks up with me.
Why?
Well, she said, because you didn't call me. And I said, I didn't know I was supposed to. She said, oh well, and walks off. To tell the truth, that was the easiest relationship I've ever been in.
Well, when I was in 6th grade, I was in love with Elise Spiro. Well, this pretty blonde, she controlled everything I did. One day she came to school wearing these little yellow shorts and red leggings. Oh, I couldn't breathe all day. Anyway, I knew she kind of liked me, but I was a shy kid, and I waited too long, so she ended up dating Lynn Gassert. Oh, I was crushed. I was devastated. Years later, in zoology class in college, we had to dissect a fetal pig, so I named mine after her. Every time I cut into it, I'd say, "Take that, Elise." Well, it sort of gave me closure.
Actually, Steve, that's a little bit scary. You know, I had a shy friend in my formative years, but he moved to Atalos Noblos. But a year later, he runs into me at the county fair. He knew I was in 4-H. Anyway, he wasn't as shy as he was before. And he dressed a whole lot cooler. God, it was hot that day. And I was so bored. And he was so happy to see me. So I let him kiss me between some trailers. And pretty soon, I felt his hand touch my ribs through my shirt. So I lifted my shirt so he can touch my skin. I don't know why, but for some reason, that day I wasn't wearing my bra. And then I felt this trembling hand touch my, you know, the left one. And he turned to mush. Hello, I'm done.
Water?
So, Jay, you get to follow that.
Well, sorry to disappoint you all, but I don't have any pathetic stories to tell. I've always dated the most beautiful and popular women. I still do. So I'm sorry I can't join your loser brigade. I've always been number 1.
Great story, Jay. So, Renee, you were in 4-H?
Yes, sir. Oh, good. I've got a couple of questions about my phone bill. Yes, I'll hold for about 1 minute.
Is Chris here?
Yes, I have been holding. I have a couple of questions. Yeah, well, that sounds like a real busy day. No, I can't imagine that. I have a few questions about... Yeah, I'll hold.
With leash in hand and kibble ready, Jan Chrisman was out at Topper Park today for the dedication of the Mothers and Daughters Dog Run, named after the late local canine hero, Sassy.
And she's wearing my color. Bitch. Excuse me? I'm gonna call you back. That perky little tramp came along and stole my anchor seat. Jay has got me out in the field doing fluff pieces. You know, I paid my dues, damn it, and if I'm not at the desk, then I should have the lead story. My contract is up, and I want out. But when Jay's not looking at it or talking behind it, he's got my backside up against a wall. So, what does this have to do with me? The bottom line is, Jay has some compromising photos, and I can't leave without them. I know I don't know you very well, but there's no one else for me to trust. And if you could help me, then I'd be willing to work for you at KSLI in the interim until I figure out where to go. Okay, you've got my attention.
Jay, to know him is to smile and ignore him.
How do you guys stand him?
He's not that bad. I'm still a bit new to the area, but he's been great to me.
That's because he's #1 and you're not.
If you don't like him, why do you work for him?
Because he's #1 and you're not. Losers.
Steve here.
Hey, Steve, are you alone?
No, I'm at the Habanero with Jay, Don, and Renee.
Oh, say hello to Renee for me.
You know Renee?
No, but if she's sitting there with you, Don, and Jay on the day the ratings book came out, then she needs to know someone's there for her.
She's holding her own.
Good. I have a big favor to ask you.
What?
No, we have a big favor to ask. Right, we have a big favor to ask you.
Okay, shoot.
We need you to break into Jay's apartment.
What?
We'll be there in 5 minutes. Where will we meet him? Habanero. I know at the Habanero. Where? Bar. At the bar. Jay might see us. The parking lot. No, Jay might see us. Pool tables. No, Jay might see us.
Well, there's got to be some place where Jay won't see us.
The ladies' room. Women's room. Hey, great idea. Steve, meet us in the women's restroom in 5 minutes.
What?
We don't have time for questions. We'll deal with those when we get there. Bye.
What? Wait. What?
Who is that?
What? Oh, nothing. Wrong number. Salesperson. Salesperson had the wrong number.
Right.
Hey, gang, I'm back.
Oh, great. Here it comes.
What?
I said, here it comes.
Here it is.
Has the hassle of the workday got you dazed and drained? Are you ready to escape the torment of the corporate jungle? Then come to Chili Peppers, featuring authentic Mexican food prepared by hand when you order, served up in a relaxed, friendly atmosphere. Chili Peppers, 2121 Broad Street and 791 Foothill Boulevard in San Luis Obispo.
Hi, I'm Gerardo Plasencia. I'm a service advisor with Malahi Ford. I've been with Ford for about 15 years. All our technicians are Ford certified and trained, very knowledgeable with their vehicles they repair. Our prices are competitive. Most of our customers are really surprised with the low prices. All our work is guaranteed. Won't you please come and give us a try? Thank you.
Well, hello! Professor Seymour Fauna here, calling all of you Central Coast kids and animal lovers. If you're finished with your chores and done with your homework, then grab all of your friends and gather around the television set because we have a show just for you. It's Animal Trackers. Join us every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. on Sonic Cable Channel 6 and take a closer look at critters of all shapes and sizes. Discover the world of animals. Discover Animal Trackers.
Flo?
Yeah, Chap.
Says here that Big Bang Part 2 we saw last December has been pelting us with these gamma rays. Says here that gamma rays turn into nitrous oxide when it hits our atmosphere.
Laughing gas?
That's what it says here. Hey, Flo.
You're on, Jim.
Says here that the lady agent that dove on the rose bush to break the president's fall when he forgot to tie his shoelaces had to be rushed to a nearby HMO for $37,000 worth of treatment. Says here that congressional Republicans allege that the president's "I forgot" excuse is just all too convenient with his pending revised health care bill vote next week. Says here they're calling for an independent council investigation into what is being called "I Forgot Gate."
Oh, jackasses.
And elephants flow. Says here locally, students out and tourists in.
Well, it's that time of year, Jeb.
That's what it says here, Flo.
So whose brainchild is that?
Isn't that what your news team does, Jay?
No, I have rooms full of gear and professionals that come into work to do just one thing.
Read the newspaper?
That's funny.
Shut up, Don.
Hey, Steve-O, wrong turn.
In or out, Marty? Close the door.
In, of course. I followed you. So, you gonna tell me why you're in the ladies' room?
Still not quite sure. Can I tell you tomorrow?
Sure. Hey, Steve-O, some gum?
No gum.
It's sugar-free.
No gum. No thanks.
Got some dental work or something?
No, Marty, I'm fine. I just don't want any gum, okay? I'm thinking.
Do you mind? So, Steve-O, you got a quarter?
Yeah. Here. What are you going to do with that?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Hi, Nadine. Jan? Hi, Chris.
Hi, Steve. Steve,
Yeah, Chris?
get in here.
Oh, right. Would somebody mind telling me what the hell is going on here?
What makes you think something's going on?
Well, whenever I find myself in a woman's restroom stall with 3 women, I think that maybe, just maybe, something's going on here.
Look, Steve. Oh, glad to meet you, by the way. There's not a lot of time for explanation.
But here it is anyway. Jan is through a KRAK. But Jay has compromising photos he's holding over her head. We're not going to let that happen, see? We're going to break into Jay's apartment and we're going to get him back.
So you see, we would not be breaking into his apartment if we didn't have a really good reason. Okay, you're just gonna have to trust us on this. Besides, this will be such great stories. I mean, you can tell them to your grandchildren, if you ever have them. This will not kill him.
I feel much better already.
Okay, here's the plan.
I love it when a plan comes together.
Great. Okay, here's the plan. We're going to go up to Jay's apartment building and go up to his front door.
Good.
Not you.
What?
You get to climb up to the open window and let yourself in.
Up? I have to climb up to his window? What floor is it on?
3rd story, 4th window on the left.
I don't think so.
But Steve, if you don't, I am going to have to tell them The real Elise Spiro story.
So, I have to climb.
When you get inside, open the door, let us in. We'll be waiting outside. Steve, are you listening?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking about Elise Spiro. Do you have a flashlight? Do you have a flashlight?
Okay, let's do it.
Chris, where is Jay's apartment?
Right across the street?
How convenient.
Yes, it is. Sorry, Steve. We found a key under the mat. Look!
The next time you have me climb 3 stories to break in through an open window, let me open the door even if you have to swallow the key. All right, I'm going back to the habanero and keep Jay occupied. Get those pictures and get out as soon as you can, okay? Okay! Hey, where's everybody going? Come on, the night is young. Renee, tell us another story.
Maybe later, Steve. It's kind of late.
Done. ¿Cómo está? What? Jay, it's just you and me, buddy, okay?
Hey, some of us have real jobs.
To Jay, number 1.
Maybe just one.
Oh, girls. Look what I found. Oh, I'm number 1. Me, I'm the king. I'm number 1. Oh, baby. Whoa.
We've got to get serious before Jay comes back. It's the man's personal property. Oh, look what I found. Oh.
It's hard enough. You got someone typing. Captions for the deaf. I don't want somebody sitting next to her going on and on in Spanish. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, this has been an interesting evening, but I gotta go. Do me a favor, make sure Jay gets home safely. He lives right across the street.
How convenient.
Yes, it is.
Dave?
Don't call me Stave.
Were you driving home, Dave?
Jay, I just live right across the street.
How convenient.
Yes, it is.
42, 22, 32.
And that girl is top heavy. How do you suppose she stays on her feet?
I don't think she has to. Let's just find the pictures and get out of here. Oh, here it is.
Oh,
come on, that's not so bad.
I know, but I couldn't bear the thought of this being out there.
You're right.
Hi, wait! Go!
Okay, home sweet home. Wait a second. Okay, let's go. Get the door. Watch out. All right. Let's go. Huh? Here you go. Steady by. Let's go.
Hi, Chris.
No, Jay. Bedroom's over here, buddy.
Hey. My lamp has a really hot outfit
No,
on.
Jay. Come on, man.
Steve, I just wanted to turn her on.
No, here, let me.
Click.
Thanks.
Great. Come on, baby.
Oh, we need to walk.
No. Walk, please, Jay. No. Come on, Jay. Come on. Bedroom, baby. Time. No, Jay. No. Come on. No, Jay.
Jay,
You couldn't turn on a matchstick. By the way, I quit.
Bye-bye, lamp.
Let's go, buddy. Come on. We got you. Jump. Oh, Jay. Stay here. You're okay, buddy. Okay? You okay? You're good.
Hey, Steve.
Yeah, Jay?
Thanks, buddy.
Don't mention it.
Hey, Steve.
Yeah, Jay?
Oh. Get the lights on the way out, will you?
Sure, Jay. Mary? Yeah.
Hey, Steve.
Yeah, Jay?
You're number one. You're number one, Steve.
Thanks, Jay.
I thought I'd take this opportunity to introduce you to a couple things on the set. Here's my wonderful dog, Rusty. Isn't she special? This right here is a cue card. I'm waiting for you to send me a teleprompter for Christmas. How about it? This is the thing that we use to check the sound. See how effective it is? And we hope to see you on the Susan Vaughn Show every Wednesday night at 8:30 on Charter Communications Cable Channel 6. We'll come and knock on your door if you're not there, so come on down. Wednesdays at 8:30. See you then.
Whether you're a traveler from far away or just across the street, be sure to discover Moro Day Spa, a full-service salon where you'll be cared for safely and professionally by our friendly staff. Treat yourself to a new hairstyle, a relaxing massage, designer nails, a soothing facial. Ask about our full and half-day packages. Discover Moro Day Spa. Discover a new you. 2760 Main Street in Morro Bay.